What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So you guys have requested this video. It is called 20 Things You Do Not Know About Steph Curry, which is going to be very interesting because we thought we knew everything about Steph Curry.
Oh,
joke.
We're going to find out.
Guys, let's check this out before we do.
Hit that subscribe button.
Mate, she looks like she's going to kill somebody if you don't do it.
I'll call my Donnie. Yeah? Who's that?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yep, that's it.
I had to think about that one.
Yep, I'll get Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal's going to sit on you.
Yeah, and he won't look that cute when he's doing it, right?
Yes, make sure.
Things Steph Curry doesn't tell anyone. Near-death car crashes, weird pre-game rituals, and a disease that's making him go blind.
But until this week, no one knew that Steph Curry has been battling deteriorating eyesight.
These are 20 things you didn't know about Steph Curry.
Of all things, eyesight is what he... Obviously, he needs a lot of stuff, but eyesight for his shooting is like the most important thing. How is he hitting three-pointers the way he does if his eyesight's going? He shows how talented he is.
In general.
In general, yeah, it's true.
And for number 20, there's no way you knew that. Before the NBA, Steph Curry was a YouTuber. Yeah, in 2007, while Steph was in college, him and his boy started a YouTube channel where they posted nothing but bangers.
Their Sunday brunch's golden rule, and last night's girl thinks you're a tool.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that looks so tasty. I got a little something right here. Hey, can I play?
Damn, our boy was a YouTube star. But these days, he's on a whole new level. In fact, for number 19, I bet you didn't know that the most expensive basketball card in the world is of Steph Curry. This is Steph's rookie logo, man. And with only one of these cards in existence, in 2021, it was sold for a ridiculous $5.9 million.
Oh my God.
The most a basketball card has ever sold for. But hey man, Steph Curry's worth it. Cause for number 18, you probably didn't know that Steph is so good at basketball that he literally broke NBA 2K. See, in 2015, Steph was shooting an insane 45% from 3. So when developers put him in 2K16, his in-game character was hitting half-court bombs like it was nothing.
Yeah, but he does that in real life though, so it's even though it's a game, it's realistic because he's hitting those. Oh yeah. It's not like he's not hitting those and then they...
gamers around the world freak out.
From deep three-point range...
Man, this game's broken! This game's broken! Steph Curry's broken in real life.
Steph may have been terrorizing 2K, but he's done some people even worse.
That's hilarious.
Because for number 17, there's no way you knew that Steph cost Under Armour hundreds of millions of dollars.
No way.
In 2016, Steph was hyping up his latest signature sneaker, the Curry 3s, thinking they'd be the hottest shoe the game's ever seen. But when fans got their first look, they hated them, calling the shoes ugly, overpriced, and overrated. And when the Curry 3s finally dropped, the CEO of Foot Locker admitted that the shoes were selling terribly.
The Foot Locker CEO, Dick Johnson, said Friday, it's softer than expected, and that sent the shares tumbling. Under Armour lost about $600 million in market value.
Yeah, they lost $600 million. That is just crazy. Oh, what's even crazier
That's not his fault, though.
Is number 16.
To this day, the Air Jordans are still selling like crazy.
Oh yeah, till this day. That's why he's a billionaire though.
Yeah.
Not saying just that, but that's one of the factors as to why.
They should have taken note on that, like the style, the comfort.
Things they don't want to copy, innit? They have to try.
But at least be more trendy. I'm not gonna lie, they're ugly. You know what? It didn't sell.
That's lots of trainers, so she'll say it's true.
I've owned Air Jordans before. Yeah. See?
Cause you may not have known that Steph has the weirdest training routine in NBA history. See, back in 2012, Steph wanted to take his game to another level. So he adopted an experimental training routine that is just weird. From wearing strobe light goggles to jumping in sensory deprivation tanks, Steph was looking like a damn science experiment. But it worked. Cause he became quicker and more accurate on the court, averaging 8 more points per game the very next season. When it comes to being the best, this man Steph will stop at nothing. But believe it or not, for number 15, there's one thing that Steph's even better at than basketball.
Gaming.
Singing.
Huh?
James, I noticed that you think you can sing, but this is the
Stephen Curry.
That shit's beautiful, man. But I can't say the same for number 14, because you probably never knew that Steph Curry almost died.
Oh, in a Ferrari.
See, in 2018, Steph was behind the wheel of his Porsche Panamera, cruising down Highway 24 in Oakland, when all of a sudden, a silver Lexus cut in front and ran him off the freeway. In the blink of an eye, Steph's car was totaled, leaving him stranded on the side of the highway. But luckily, everyone walked away from the scene with no injuries.
Beautiful car.
And Steph was just grateful to be alive.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, something like that will really make you appreciate life. And that's exactly why in number 13, Steph is spending millions of dollars saving an entire city. See, in 2019, Steph launched the Eat, Learn, Play Foundation, a charity that is giving back to the kids of Golden State. And from donating 100,000 books to serving 16 million meals,
Subways.
Eat, Learn, Play is changing lives. And in just a couple of years, Steph's charity has already raised over $15 million, all for the kids of Oakland.
I love when celebrities use their influence and their finances to support a greater cause, like Shaquille O'Neal. We done a reaction on Shaquille O'Neal's causes and his charity work, but it got blocked, guys. It was meant to come out yesterday. They blocked it. They didn't want us to win. Life goes on. But hey.
But yeah, but Shaquille O'Neal is very generous from what we saw.
Yeah.
And Steph Curry, I'm not going to lie, I said this before, he's got this aura where, I don't know, he's just so happy. He's a very likable person. So I'm not surprised he does all this charity work.
Had to have something, innit?
Yeah.
It fits his profile as who he is.
Damn, Steph stays giving back. Now for number 12, you probably knew that Steph broke the record for the most threes of all time.
Yeah.
But what you didn't know is that he turned the shoes he wore that night into his very own NFT, the Curry Genesis Flows. And at $333 each, these NFTs sold out, raising over $1 million.
But NFTs are worth nothing now, if I'm not mistaken. Comment below if that's the case, guys, because I remember there was such a hype for it. It's like online it's like not cryptocurrency, but it's a crypto kind of thing. And it was such a big thing when it came out. So everyone was saying it's the next best thing. People put millions into it. And I believe everything's worth like nothing now. Like it didn't last.
I mean, the people that made money, they're laughing.
Yeah.
Like Steph Curry.
Yeah.
All for charity. Man, this dude's stuff is full of surprises. In fact, for number 11, I bet you didn't know that 5-year-old Steph was in a Burger King commercial.
We love Burger King.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
How'd you get to be so big?
I guess I just grew that way.
What's it take to be a great basketball player like you?
Well, you really gotta want it. You gotta taste it. You gotta be able to smell it. I mean, you really gotta be hungry for it.
Dad, can we go to Burger King? I am really hungry.
From Burger King to 3-Point King. Man. But alright, dog, we're entering the top 10. So, things are about to get even crazier. Because I bet you didn't know that Steph Curry, the greatest shooter in NBA history, might go blind. Yeah. For the first 10 years of his career, everything seemed fine. Steph was hitting threes, making passes, and becoming a GOAT. But in 2019, he discovered something horrifying.
Curry has a genetic disease called keratoconus. About 1 in 2,000 people suffer from it.
The reason I found out I couldn't see very well is because our GM, Bob Myers, saw me on TV one time just squinting, looking at the scoreboard, and he came up and asked me, he's like, can you actually see? And I was like, no, I just see the color orange really well.
This disease.
Imagine that. And he's been playing professional basketball. So he's probably had it for like a while. It's probably getting worse over time. But he was still scoring like mad. So I wonder if he fixed it fully or not.
It makes your vision worse and worse, has no cure, and if left untreated, can leave you blind. So the only thing Steph could do was get contacts, and hope his eyesight doesn't get any worse.
Damn.
But hey, at least he's got people he can lean on, like in number 9, because I don't think you knew that Steph's biggest fan is LeBron James. See, back in 2008, LeBron was watching Steph ball out in the NCAA tournament, and he was so impressed that after the game, he introduced himself and gave Steph the gift of a lifetime.
I don't know how people knew this. He gave me a jersey when I was in high school. When I was in college at Davidson, and I still have it on the wall at my parents' house back in Charlotte.
That's sick.
And he wrote it like...
I'm not gonna lie, why is the jersey so big it basically takes up the whole wall? He's a beast. LeBron James is a machine. He's not human.
The king of basketball in
That
North
is a
Carolina.
sick gift,
and signed it and all that.
Man, it's great to see Steph get the love that he deserves.
I respect that.
Because the guy has done a lot for his community. In fact, for number 8, I bet you had no idea that Steph is the first NBA player to design shoes for girls. See, back in 2018, Steph got a letter in the mail that broke his heart. It was a 9-year-old fan upset that his latest signature shoe wasn't made in girl sizes. And when Steph read that, he knew he had to make things right. So he got in touch with the girl's family, teamed up with Under Armour to design her very own signature shoe.
It's two girls playing basketball and then encouraging words behind it.
You sparked a nice big movement for sure, and we get to represent it together.
Jeez.
That's it.
That's cool.
Look at Curry, man, out here grabbing W's. But number 7 was a massive L, because there's no way you knew that. Steph got banned from buying his own sports team. In 2018, Steph saw that his favorite NFL team, the Carolina Panthers, were up for sale. So he started making some calls and reaching out to investors. Until eventually, he teamed up with Diddy and NBA owner Michael Rubin to put together an offer to buy the Panthers for $2 billion. And with a number like that, it seemed like the deal was done. But at the very last second, the deal was shut down by none other than the NBA. Because apparently, they thought an active player buying a team with an NBA owner was a conflict of interest. So with that, the team was sold to another group, leaving Steph's dreams crushed. Now, for number 6, I bet you didn't know.
Do you know why it really didn't go through?
Diddy. Sensitive Diddy.
Because Diddy was like, yo, Steph, come to my after party. Some baby oil. Curry was like, no, man, I'm not about that, like. Okay, say no more.
Denied.
Diddy called out, yo, don't let that go through, man.
I need my money.
Oh, that. Steph designed one of the ugliest cars in the world. Yeah. In 2019, the people at Infiniti hired Steph to shoot a car commercial. And the idea behind the ad was that Steph would design the ugliest car he could think of just to prank his friend.
You know, my relationship obviously with Infiniti goes back a couple years now, and they gave me the opportunity to put my fingerprint on the concept car. So,
let's see what you're talking about.
Here we go.
Hell no. Oh. I feel disgusted just looking at it. Maddest thing is, some people actually buy that and drive it around.
Whoa.
This joint right here.
Yo. This the future for real.
Now look, clearly, Steph's a creative. But you definitely didn't know about his latest project. Cause for number 5, Steph is creating his very own cartoon.
Oh, that's cute.
You might have seen Steph appear in an episode of Family Guy, but what you probably missed is that in 2020, Steph announced he was teaming up with Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane to reboot the classic 70s sitcom, Good Times.
Seth MacFarlane? Steph Curry? Good Times reboot? Huh? I asked myself the same questions, but we doing it. We wanted to bring the Good Times show back and bring some of the hilarity, some of the good conversations, and animate it. So who better to work with than Seth MacFarlane?
And there's no official release date yet, but it's been in production for a couple of years, so hopefully it comes out pretty soon. But in the meantime, we gotta talk about number 4. See, there's one sport that Steph loves a little too much. Golf.
The game of golf just gets under my skin. Like, no matter how well you played, you always feel like you can play better. Very similar to basketball, so.
If I'm on the bench, dead ball or something, a swing tip might pop up in my head.
What he thinks about
it's not good. I'm haunted by it. That's what my wife says, I'm haunted.
You know, I'm starting to think Steph's got problems.
He loves golf.
But anyways, we're entering the top 3. So, you're about to see a whole new side of Steph you've never seen before. Cause I bet you didn't know about the time that Steph sparked a worldwide controversy. See, back in 2018, Steph was on an episode of Wingin' It with Vince Carter and some friends. And it was here that, out of nowhere, Steph dropped a bombshell.
We ever been to the moon?
Nope.
they're gonna come get us. I don't think so either. I'm conspiracy. Sorry, I don't want to start a conspiracy.
You don't think so? Yeah. Steph said we've never been to the moon, sending the internet into a frenzy.
Yeah, I'm not
Was
surprised.
Steph Curry joking when he said he doesn't believe Americans landed on the moon?
I don't think this is funny, actually. Like, we can laugh at it, but I don't think it's funny.
It happened. The moon landing happened.
And when the people over at NASA heard, well, they were pissed. So they called up Steph and had a little conversation.
It's been one of those kind of situations where I've had President Obama reach out. I've had yourself, one other astronaut that really wanted to educate me on how significant, the moon landing was. Obviously, it was real.
But Steph didn't stop there, because shortly after, he put his money where his mouth was, teaming up with Under Armour to create custom moon landing shoes, with all the proceeds going to support science education. Yeah, Steph might have screwed up, but he clearly has a...
They made sure he changed his mind because he's a big influence in it.
100%.
So him saying that, look how viral, he got called from President Obama at the time, like.
And the NASA team.
Yeah, NASA, mad.
Wow.
Heart of gold. That's why for number 2, you might not have known that Steph became best friends with Obama.
I saw him with Obama
it started
a few
in
times.
2015 when Steph met Obama at a White House charity event. And from the jump, the two hit it off. So much that over the next few years, they became best friends. From doing commercials, giving speeches, hell, even golfing together. These days, Steph and Obama are like brothers. In fact, in 2022, right after Steph won his 4th ring, the very first person to call him up was none other than Obama.
He was definitely watching that.
I wish I could say that. I wish I could say that on TV. Oh, man.
Man, this dude Steph has got it all, and he's done all kinds of incredible things. But what if I told you that all of these moments should have never happened? Because the number one thing you didn't know about Steph Curry is that the Golden State Warriors almost traded him. See, early in his career, Steph was showing a lot of potential, winning Rookie of the Month 3 times, making the All-Rookie First Team. Hell, he even won the Sportsmanship Award. But in 2012, things took a turn for the worse, because Steph was constantly getting hurt, needing 2 ankle surgeries and missing over half of his 3rd season. So the executives at Golden State started wondering, is Steph Curry really that guy? And when they got a call from the Bucks asking to trade for Steph Curry, they had their finger on the trigger, ready to get rid of him if the price was right.
Imagine they got rid of Steph Curry. Oh my days, that would have been the biggest mistake. And also, it also means his career might have not flourished the way it has flourished, because him being in that team was what created him today. Him going to the Bucks, he might have not flourished like that over there. He might have just become an average player.
Right. But at the very last second, one man stepped in to save the day. Steph's coach, Mark Jackson.
So Coach Jackson pulled me out at the locker room. He's like, yo, I said, I'll let you know, like, they wanted you in the trade. But I kind of stepped in too and said, I'm going to give you the keys. I felt like I really believe in you. We just got to get you healthy. And that's what the rest of the season's going to be about. So, his line, don't make me a liar.
Don't make me a liar.
And so
that coach put his name at risk. Like, they just kept him because of that.
But look where he is today.
Yeah, he proved them right.
That was when it was like trade happened and like, oh, by the way, that could have been you type vibe all at the same time. Crazy day. I'll never forget that moment.
For Steph, this was the day that changed everything, because instead of trading him, the Warriors gave Steph his biggest contract yet, worth $44 million.
Wow.
So, with the support of the franchise behind him, Steph put the entire NBA on notice. And over the next few years, he turned the Warriors franchise into a dynasty, winning 4 rings. And he's not done yet. Just imagine if Steph played for the Bucks instead of the Warriors. That's crazy.
So yeah, 20 things we didn't know about Steph Curry. That's kind of wild, man. Like, I don't even know any of that. Maybe that one thing I know. Other than that,
I don't know anything about that.
Guys, thanks so much for the recommendation. Don't forget to like and subscribe. For now, peace out.
Bye.